her throughout my the wild different practices in school. And so let's jump right into it. So I did 2 surveys. So I'm going to look at the teacher survey first, just because it kind of plays a picture, because all of the educators that I have that I sent the survey to teach at CPS schools, or is my cohort member and kind of know what type of demographic I'm used to teaching. So let's look. Some of my questions is, and I thought this was a really important question: what is the ratio for scholars to devices in your classroom? Because that's important. If scholars have to share laptops, or if there's a group of scholars have to share a laptop, that may be a tweak in your lesson plans, especially if each scholar needs to be able to go and explore on their own. How have you integrated technology into your learning environment? So just I wanted to know the ways that they're using technology, not only in their lesson plans, but also in the classroom, the physical space of the classroom. What platforms do you use in your classroom and for what subjects? So my interest is around how are we engaging our young scholars in every subject that we teach, and integrating technology into those different subject matters. So I just want to look here. I thought this was interesting. Some people didn't have any response. They don't have any type of technology in their classroom. So this is just one person. I think for the majority of them, they had one-on-one, but they are not allowed to send that technology home. So then when I was thinking about this response, I was thinking about, yeah, we provide technology in the classroom and we provide internet in the classroom. But with the onset of the pandemic and so many children not being serviced for e-learning, it got me to thinking, like, how many schools offer technology and offer free wireless service. And I know my school was one of the schools that actually sent home a laptop. And if your family did not have internet service, CPS which is the licensing district, partnered with different internet companies to provide free internet. I know that these type of programs are still going on to this day. So that internet for all, I really hope that the government does push that. So I'm going to go on to the next response. It says, how have you integrated technology into your learning environment? As you see, Google Classroom, which was really a big platform in Chicago when it came to delivering access to e-learning. So that is a big platform in Chicago. I know other platforms. Microsoft has its own platform. Zoom has its own platform. But I think I prefer Google Classroom, just because it not only gave me a space where I could create assignments, but it also allotted me all of the access to the different apps that they have. A drawing app, a jot app. So a lot of apps that they had that my scholars were able to utilize to turn in different assignments or to post different thoughts. And we did not ever have to log out of Google Classroom to jump to those type of websites. So as you can see, they use the different plethora of things. I know that some schools have iPads that were provided for their technology service. We use iPads, but only primary grades use iPads. Most people use their type of technology daily. I see a heavy use of it for formative and summative assessments. Which I Kahoot, all of these things I utilize. Seesaw already, Kahoot, Nearpod. Nearpod is something else that we utilize a lot in class, which Nearpod is cool because they already have preloaded lessons for the curriculum that I teach in Nearpod. So it was cool. I use that as a cool way to reteach. I also use Zern. What platforms do you use in your class and for what subjects? So this was very interesting to me because I wanted to know, I wanted them to put the subject matter to a platform so I can just do more research. Math, Teams, and Math. I excel. I actually use both of those. Canvas, I use that a lot in this cohort, but a lot in the parent work that I do. They used it for environmental science. Google Docs again, Kahoot, which Kahoot and IXL, I feel like was the two biggest takeaways in this. Kahoot allows you to either make your own formative assessment, or you can use someone else's. You can also use them as summative assessments, which I do when I'm thinking about the big idea. So we will take that same assessment at least once to twice a week, just to see if statistically we do any better than the last time we took it, as our module unfolds. So yeah, a whole lot of things. Khan Academy, good resource, excellent resource when students are in student-centered pods. So I really love that. Envision Math is another math that I'm very unfamiliar with. Clever. So um Clever, I would say, is a dashboard that our school district uses to access different software. So IXL is on there. Eureka Math is on there. The Math Zern is on there. So it's a lot of apps on there that you can utilize that's paid for by the district. Amplify for reading and math. So it also Amplify also have science. I don't too much care for Amplify, but I have used it and have taught it before. So yeah, I see a whole lot of Class Dojo. We used to use that, but now it is against our security uh internet security to use it with our students' emails. Epic is a good resource too. Extra Math, I love Extra Math. If you're just thinking about a quick synopsis, a quick formative assessment for addition, multiplying, subtraction, Extra Math is the way to go. So a lot of all of these things I have utilized in class, which is very interesting to see. I saw one or two things that I'm going to research. Um, is there any benefit to using technology in your classroom? I feel like I agree with all of these. Yes, absolutely. It helps facilitate student-led groups. Um, it helps in delivering formative and summative assessments. I have been teaching since we actually kept grades in a written grade book. So it definitely helps me with keeping my grade book tidy, just being able to write down the learning standards for each grade, just being able to move a lot around. It also tracks social and emotional learning for me. It's also a way that I can utilize a platform to talk to other parents without giving out my personal number. So all of those things what are basically what people were like seeing in the responses here. Um, how do you use technology to help track students or scholars data? So again, Kahoot and quizzes, ed puzzles, all of those things are online platforms where you can either create your own or already use someone's that created. The cool thing about it is they're interactive. So the students are all on their personal computers or laptops. They're logged in. I tell my kids to log in with their names, and then with their government names, because Lord knows they use something else. But so we go in and we track. We will like I said, we will take the same quiz, because I will have the quiz would be the big idea of the unit that we're in, or the module. And then we'll just take the same quiz, like I said, twice a week, just to see how much progress each student has. They give you a cool printout of where each student is, and we just learn and grow from there. We also I use Excel spreadsheets to also track formative data, interest tickets if it's paper, or I have a online site called Assistments, and it gives me on the spot data that I use to track for a larger purpose is the school tracks data. So they track interest and exit tickets, but I also track it to go back and pull students for my small groups. So I use the interest and ticket to inform my data of the students that I need to check in with during our group time. And so I pull those students over to a table and we talk about the exit and interest ticket, and then we go on from there. Uh, Again, Excel, Power School, these are two of the infamous ways that teachers are now tracking data. I also like we also have something called Dean's List. So it's like your one-stop shop. You can track data, you can upload grades, all of those things. I feel like most standardized tests have some type of website that allows you to access it with a secure login that allows you to analyze data, break data down for students that actually have taken on the standardized test. They also help you plot. Also help you plan and plot a uh, a prescription for what the child needs in order to be successful when they take the test, either in the middle of the year or at the end of the year. How does technology allow more access for scholars to meet learning standards? Again, it helps facilitate differentiation. I feel like technology will access a scholar where they are at, and they will grow them. I have used technology, iExcel, Khan Academy, not only not only to help my emerging scholars, but to also help my also as enrichment for my scholars that have attainment and they're working above grade level. So I've also used these programs for them. IXL is and I keep saying IXL because I really like IXL because IXL will take you back as far as preschool, but will also grow you as far as college level courses in math. I'm mostly using for math, so I don't know about like reading and science, but I'm sure I did see 12th grade reading on there. So I really like IXL. But I do also pair IXL with Khan Academy because if some of my higher level scholars come across something that I cannot teach to them immediately in a small group, then they can use Khan Academy to teach to them. And then any questions they have, I'm able to clear up the questions that they have in their small group. So that's why I really like IXL. Um, Technology allow more access for scholars to meet learning standards. Again, the quick synopsis of like a quizzes or a Kahoot that's giving you immediate data on grade level work or below grade level work. So that type of immediate gratification when it comes to data is actually an awesome thing. So that's what most of this talks about. I really appreciate the standardized testing sites allowing us to like providing that extra step and helping us analyze the data and then turn around and providing a prescription for what a kid may need in order to be successful. How does technology allow more access for participation at levels suitable for scholars? So again, most of these websites, maybe not a Kahoot or quizzes, but I know IXL gives them a test, and it will diagnose where they are academically. The more questions they get right or wrong, they are able to diagnose where they need to start their supports. So I definitely appreciate that. They also have different functions on there if you need more help. And then I've taught my scholars how to look outside of IXL and go to Khan Academy and different websites in order for them to get a deeper understanding of what's going on IXL. They also have access to our curriculum platform, which is CERN. So they do a lot of that. I like the fact that we have New Zealand too. So I love New Zealand because you're able to give the same article to maybe 4 or 5 different reading levels. And so each article contains the same amount of information. It's just how many words that we read that makes it different. So I really like New Zealand for the differentiation part. But yeah, so how does your school utilize technology for teacher training? So we mostly use a platform that's based on modules. The modules are usually free to us. Whatever curriculum that they are offering at the district level, if your school utilizes that curriculum, they have modules that you can move through at your own pace at no cost to you. We have different things that we need to take in order before we go into the classroom to start a new year. mandated reporter training, CPR training, uh, uh, asthma training. We have about 20 trainings that we have to do yearly before we even start a new year. We do training on EpiPens. We do training on sexual harassment and sexual assault. So we do a lot of trainings, and that is brought to us by our licensing district. So we need to do it now. More professional developments are available. They have a platform of professional developments because I work at a district that's a very large district. We do have on-site professional developments, and we do meet with a mentor teacher or mentor coach. And we also meet with the principals, mentor teacher, and mentor coach. So it's a lot going on in our school at any given time. Again, a lot of these are trainings. So some people are not aware of any trainings. I'm sure if they go on their licensing district or on a state district's website, they will see a lot of trainings that the school offer. Some are free, some are not. Some are paid. Some can be paid by the school. Some are paid through outside organizations. So yeah, I'm gonna go down. How do you use technology to encourage broader community participation in your classroom? So this is saying like we have our so I love the Jamboards, I love Padlet, I love those type of things where you can actually drop those type of links onto like larger social media platforms. I think here the way we engage our broader community is most communities in Chicago have have groups. So like I live in Hyde Park. Hyde Park has a group. Schools in Hyde Park that are putting on special programming that they are inviting the community to can post to the group, and then it will get seen by the vast number of community members that is a part of the group. We also have old school like newspapers. The community that I live in still has a newspaper, so you will see a lot of highlights in the newspaper that comes out. I think it comes out twice a month now. It used to come out weekly, but now it's twice a month. Our alderman's office, which I know a lot of people don't have aldermen, but our alderman office also hosts a newsletter that comes out monthly, and she also prints the things that we need in that newsletter. May it be financial, may it be congratulatory. So we have a lot of ways that we utilize technology to encourage participation by the broader community in our class. We also have if our class needs something, we can also ask the alderman. Or alderman will put it out to see if some of the community members will donate. It is a crazy situation where this year, because of cybersecurity, we've been testing limits, but we will see. And that was it. So I got a really good response from my educators. Now I'm going to move into technology. And so basically what's the 411 is my student survey. I do a student survey every teach before I teach it. I normally school authorized email where I can actually email the students and their parents before school says to my scholars, even before they get to class. Sometimes this list is ready as early as where we can step up and the scholars from the previous grade steps up, so they have an initial meeting of me, but I don't know anything about them. A lot of them are my scholars sisters and brothers, so I know a little bit about the family, but really nothing about them unless the scholar comes and talks to me. So as you can see, I got 6 responses, and one of them was a teacher that didn't do it right, but it's okay. So I have your first and last name. What's the child's nickname? This is important because if a child, instead of I had a child named Antoinetta, and she likes to be called Nat. So I knew that right off the bat. I told her for in class call and response purposes, I would call her Nat. But if we were outside in public or if we were at something formal, I would call her by her last name, Miss Williams. So she was okay with that. What are your pronouns? This is so important. My school district has a push for inclusion. So we have to ask students what are their pronouns, and we are expected by the licensing district to call a student by their pronouns. We also have genderless restrooms, which has really caused a little anxiety for me because I have to learn with I can't allow a boy and girl to go into the bathroom together, but I teach fifth graders, so this is it's a lot of anxiety for me. But I figured out a way to lessen that anxiety and to still allow them to be who they want to be in all their greatness. All right, and then the birthday, because that matters. I have in the classroom that I'm about to have, which I thought I was teaching seventh grade, but I'm not. I mean second grade, but I'm not. Um, the birthday matters because you will have some students way more mature than others. And so in that first 6 weeks, it's imperative that I get to know those scholars because I don't want them to be, I don't want them to have to endure sitting next to somebody that they just don't like. Like I want the first 6 weeks of school to be a getting to know each other thing. And then if I see that early on that this won't work out, then I change my seating arrangements. But I really don't change it that much. What I do is through SEL, I teach scholars how we have to have tolerance for people and how tolerance allows us to be better human beings. So I do teach that in the first few weeks of class. And then siblings, this makes a difference. This tells me when I go home, who am I dealing with and who am I dealing with before I come to school. When you tell me how many siblings you had, if I know that you come into school every day late, it's 9 times out of 10 because mom is up getting 4 and 5 kids together. So I know maybe to save my lectures for a little later. Um, so those are the few questions, and I can go through some of the student responses. Here's some of the names, first and last names. Here's some of the names so somebody doesn't have any nickname. And I normally call these out without even associating the names to them so I can see like, oh yeah, that looks like a Pookie. So we do a little fun game with this. So I got Pookie or Lala, which I don't too much, I call Lala more than Pookie. TT, Trey, and K, which are all fabulous names, nicknames. What is your pronoun? So I go to Lakia. So one likes to be called a female. One, he, do them. Okay. Two are she, so two identify as she. Somebody doesn't know what a pronoun is, which is completely fine. And then we. Here's my birthday. So as you can see, here's the outlier, born in 76. So I have most of my students are born in 2011. Then I have a 2012 baby, although this baby may be gifted. We have to see. And then I have siblings. So I know who this is. Somebody doesn't have any siblings, so they are by themselves. Somebody has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 siblings, but 3 of them are adults. Uh, Somebody has a baby brother, 5. Somebody has so many they don't remember their birthdays. And then, okay, so one has somebody else that's 10 years old, but not twins. So that could mean that they had a baby in like January and then had a baby in December. I don't know. We have to figure it out. Or maybe they don't have the same dad. Or maybe they don't have the same mom. Or maybe they're adopted. Well, see, it plays a lot. I love the guessing game when it comes to this. Now, here's one of the heavyweight questions. Do you have internet access at home? This question for me tells me one or two things. One, so I have 5 that said yes, they do have internet access at home, and 1 that said no. So the one that said no, or if I have 5 that say no, my next thing, even before school starts, is to find some type of internet service for them. So CPS was giving out hotspot cell phones. So I would go to the office and I would secure 5 hotspot cell phones. Now these cell phones come up missing often, but I would at least try to think about those 5 students in advance to class beginning to know that these students will need internet access. Or if I have an assignment that I send home that's on the internet, I have to provide hard copies for them to complete. Do you have a computer or laptop at home? So I have 2 people that don't have laptops at home. So my school provides 5 laptops for 5 laptop devices that's equipped with free internet Wi-Fi that scholars can take home and bring back the next day. So it's almost like checking a book out at the library. You sign your name into the system. You checking this laptop out. You have to put the laptop serial number in there and the cord number, and then you take it home. And then the following day, when you are coming into school, you check it in. The tech guy looks over it and says that if the laptop is intact, your name can be added back to the list to borrow. If the laptop is not, if it's cracked or anything, then a discussion will be had, and then they do allow you to go back onto the list, but you have to wait a week. And then if it happens again, they make you wait a month. If it happens again, you can no longer take a device home. So that's interesting that I already know that 2 of my devices may be checked out, even as soon as the first day of class. What's your favorite subject? So I have English, math, gym, because I like b-ball. That must be basketball. Science. I love basketball too. I think I'm gonna go in there and play against them. Science, math. I like numbers. Ooh, I love numbers too. And this person enjoys all subjects, but she's really good at science and math. Okay. Well, I teach science and math, so we'll see. What is your least favorite thing about school? So somebody said math. I promise you, and in the first 6 weeks of school, they're gonna change the way I'm gonna try to change the way they think about that. My friends is my favorite thing about school. Okay. Read, I hate is boring. So somebody does not like reading. I love my friends in recess. So these are some very social, these are social butterflies, as I call them. Friends and recess are 2 places where you can spend time with your friends and talk to your friends. Oh, some people, this person hates the morning meeting. It's boring and lame. I particularly like the morning meeting. I think the more you participate, the more you'll realize it's the reason why we have it. The hours I don't like waking up early. I think me and this person gonna get along because I have an issue with waking up early too. So, what are the 3 things I should know about you as a teacher? Fun, love, and motivated. Okay. I love food. Me too. I love TikTok. Not so much. And I love sleeping. Me too. I hate reading. I had reading, writing. Recess is a must. Okay. I'm very smart. I like to talk and I like art. That's cool. I'm a boss. I rap. A lot of girls like me. Okay. I have been the teacher assistant for the last 2 years. I think this is a job. I think this is a resume. I make all A's and I'm going to need to borrow a laptop. Oh, so she already understood. This is a student from last year because they understand the laptop policy. All right. What motivates you to learn? And this is why I dig in because take time to explain things. I definitely do. I learn best when my teacher talked to me personal. Maybe that was personally. Okay, so that's like a one-on-one proximity conversation. Oh, this person likes when I provide food. They must have already heard like some of my little gifts and my giveaways usually consist of something that you can eat. Healthy snacks though. I learn best when we are in a group. So this person learns best when they are part of a group and they will have an opportunity to be paired up, grouped up. Groups I make, groups they make. So you'll have it money. So what motivates you to learn is money. Okay. A good challenge and to explore on my own. All right. So that's interesting. A good challenge and to explore. So this student might like rigor, but the rigorous activity would just have to be like a one sentence, and then she goes in and she starts to put each part of the puzzle together. I have a lot of students like that. And then when she gets to the end of the puzzle, she has reached the learning outcome that she was looking for. So this might be good. Um, what after school clubs are you interested in? So this is interesting. So somebody doesn't have any interest in after school. I'm interested in cheer. So I have a cheerleader, sports club. Oh, I wonder if this the same young man that likes to play b-ball. I like to run track. Okay. Mobile studio. I know this my rapper already. So I know like I'm gonna have to he might also, I don't know if he was the same. Oh yeah, he's the one that likes money. So I know like to reach him, I'm gonna have to be talking about the up and coming artists. I'm gonna have to put these math problems in form of money problems. So debate, bond steppers, and math club. Yep. So all of those things are really good things. Now I would look here, and the person that said none, I would this person I would pull to the side and had that conversation with you. You know, school is what you make it. The more you participate, the more you have buy-in. So I would, and then it could be none because their parents don't have the time, but we'll see what that none is. So I'm gonna have to check in with that person. How are you feeling as we begin school year? Excited. I'm glad that they're excited. I feel sad. I'm gonna make sure I check in with this person. Sleepy. I'm gonna check in with this person because 9 times out of 10, the first day of school, that first maybe month of school uh maybe a stretch for them. I feel excited to see my friends. I'm glad I'm so excited to be in those numbers. Ready and I'm excited but a little nervous. I think this probably sums up how I feel. What do you like to do in your free time? Read, do nails, hang out with friends. I like to sleep, me too. Hang out with my homies, whatever that is. Or maybe homies is friends. I watch TikTok. I mostly rap and make videos. Well, we know this is my little rapper. Maybe he can help me edit some of my videos that I have. And then I excel in Discovery Channel. Well, we will definitely connect on the Discovery Channel because I love that. And then name of your favorite artist and song. So this one is like kind of a fun thing, but it also is a thing where I'll go in and I'll research some of these rappers and listen to some of the music because I just like to do that. And then like we could connect on that level too. So I'll go in. I don't know who Kim is because I'm sure they're not talking about old school Kim. I can't stop loving you. I don't think they're talking about that Kim. I think they're talking probably about a rapper. City Girls, I know they stuff. Young Boy, I know his stuff. Justin Bieber, not so much, but I'll start listening. Oh, this must be my rapper that said me. Oh, I love Opportunity on the Annie soundtrack. So we will definitely have that. I play motivational music in the morning, and that's one of the soundtracks that I definitely play for the scholars. Is there anything else that I want to? I know I'm just an awesome person. I'm glad that you're an awesome person. We need more awesome people in my classroom. Yeah, but I prefer talking to you. So this is a person I would check in with. Follow me on Snapchat, Insta, Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. Like and subscribe. This is my rapper. Oh, this is my rapper. This is not the first rapper I had in class. If he don't come in there with a t-shirt with all of his links, I don't know what to do. I can't wait to meet you, and I can't wait to meet you either. So this leads on to another check-in every day. So this leads into a morning check-in that I do every day, and it's just we even do it over the summer. I leave it up for students to do over the summer. That way, when I go in and I check it, if it's anybody that maybe just needs me to call them, or I'll call their parent and say, "Hey, such and such is not having a good day. Can you go check in with them?" So this is open and for them to do all summer. I don't know if I can log in and show you how many people actually did it. No, because I have to switch accounts. But yeah, this is something I want to check in at SEL. Again, it's open on the weekends. It's open on over the summer. I think since the pandemic, checking in with students even on the weekend has been my thing, just to make sure they doing all right. Because the pandemic took a toll on me mentally. It took a toll on my kids mentally also. So I just check in with my scholars. They can either choose to leave it, they can click on how they feeling, and then they can type in the reasons why. But so these are my surveys that I put together and I just reviewed. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave it in the comment section, and you guys have an awesome day.